Hola, I'm Alicia Navarrete, and this is your Week in Yucatán Today, presented by Yucatán Today and La Jornada Maya. Every week, we bring you Yucatan's local news in under 10 minutes. Only local news, featuring news you can use and a quick summary of recent events. This week, law enforcement mobilized in Seyé following reports of gunshots leading to the detainment of 2 people. The federal agency PROFEPA shut down the illegal construction of a motocross track in Chicxulub Pueblo. Videos circulated on social media showing supermarket employees restraining a suspected shoplifter in Cauquel. 3 local students, including an inspiring 54-year-old, are headed to Romania to compete in a prestigious robotics competition. Local meteorologists are monitoring Tropical Cyclone Melissa, which is currently trapped and hard to track in the Caribbean. Let's get started. On Tuesday, a large contingent of law enforcement was mobilized in the village of Seyé, east of Mérida, after residents reported hearing gunshots from a walled-in property. When state police arrived to investigate, they were reportedly assaulted by a man and a woman, both of whom were immediately detained. While the state police quickly debunked rumors that the property was a weapons training camp, federal forces reportedly seized firearms and luxury vehicles. The 2 individuals detained for attacking public servants will be processed by the appropriate authorities as this complex investigation continues. The Federal Environmental Protection Agency, PROFEPA, shut down the illegal construction of a motocross track in Chicxulub Pueblo on Tuesday. Inspectors found that approximately 4.3 hectares, or over 10 acres of forest, had been completely cleared and leveled without the necessary permits. This illegal work included building stone roads and constructing a closed circuit with obstacles and jumps. Because this modification drastically altered the forest land, PROFEPA immediately imposed a total closure, underscoring that Yucatan's natural jungle is protected by law. An unusual sight circulated on social media this week from a Chedraui supermarket in Cauquel. Video showed several employees running after, catching, and restraining a man who reportedly tried to walk out of the store carrying unpaid items on Thursday. The man was detained and held by store security until police arrived and transported him to the station to be processed. 3 talented undergraduate students from the Universidad Politécnica de Yucatán, UPY, are about to represent Mexico at the prestigious International Robo Challenge 2025 competition in Bucharest, Romania. Students Abelardo Chacón Pérez, Emilio Cruz Valencia, and Eulogio Antonio Pat Mis earned their spot by winning the regional tournament with their maze-solving robot, El Chato. Notably, Eulogio Antonio, a robotics engineering student from Jalachó, is 54 years old. Having put off his education when he was younger due to lack of resources, Eulogio went back to school at age 52. The team is traveling to Romania next week for the competition, which runs from October 31st to November 2nd. We wish them the best of luck. Last week, we reported on the system that has now become Tropical Cyclone Melissa. This slow-moving storm is proving to be a potential danger to the Caribbean. Melissa is currently difficult to track because it is trapped between 2 high-pressure or anticyclone systems. Its final destination, whether it moves towards Jamaica and Cuba or turns toward Haiti, depends entirely on which of those 2 systems ends up being stronger. Even though Yucatán is unlikely to be hit, local meteorologists are keeping a close eye on this development. We will keep you posted. Now let's take a look at some fun stuff happening in the following days. This weekend, make a trip to Valladolid and experience the magic of the Xoquén Indigenous Theater through the play Juan Balam. The play is free, and the location, just a 20-minute drive southeast of Valladolid, makes for an unforgettable evening. If you're concerned about the language, we've linked the translated source material in the show notes, though the actor's physicality and the incredible music make it a powerful experience regardless. This Saturday, head to Paseo de Montejo for a unique sight. The Mayan garrison of the 501st Legion, an international Star Wars costuming organization, is hosting Merida's first ever Star Wars parade. Beginning at 4 p.m., over 200 people in screen-accurate costume replicas will be marching from the Plaza Grande all the way to the Monumento a la Patria. Join in the fun, which aims to raise suicide awareness here in Yucatan. If you can't wait for Mexican filmmaker Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein to hit Netflix, you're in luck. The film is in select theaters starting this week, including locations in Mérida and Tecash. Remember that select screenings will be in English with Spanish subtitles. Check the link in this episode's description for theaters and showtimes. The wait is almost over. Merida's Festival of Souls is finally kicking off this Saturday, October 25th. The official program is long, so make sure to check the schedule and plan ahead. But the fun is not just in Mérida. Progreso, Valladolid, Rio Lagartos, Maní, and Cisal are just a few of the villages also holding special events for the Day of the Dead season, which is locally known as Finados or Hanalpichan. All the details are, of course, available on our website and social media. Find direct links to more details on these events in this episode's description, and check out yucatantoday.com for more activities happening in our state. Every Friday, La Jornada Maya publishes a feature on one of the many native species that share the Yucatan Peninsula with us. This week, we're talking about the Montezuma oropendola, a massive, colorful bird named in honor of the Aztec emperor. You can find this striking creature in the humid forests of the Yucatan Peninsula. The oropendola is famous for its incredible architecture. It builds huge, dangling, sack-like nests that can be nearly 6 feet long. These birds nest in massive colonies, with a single dominant male mating with many females in a polygynous system. While the male defends the colony, the female does all the work, from building the nest to incubating the eggs. Visually, the male is nearly 1.5 feet long and boasts dark chestnut plumage, a black head, a neon yellow tail, and a colorful beak that's black at the base and bright orange at the tip. Historically, the bright yellow tail feathers were highly prized by Maya and Aztec civilizations for intricate feather art. As omnivores, these birds are essential to the ecosystem as seed dispersers and pollinators, making them true rulers of the tropical canopy. Read more about the Montezuma oropendola by visiting lajornadamaya.mx. You'll find a link in this episode's description. That's your week in Yucatan today. We welcome your feedback, questions, and ideas. Get in touch with us at editor@yucatantoday.com. Your Week in Yucatan Today is jointly produced by Yucatan Today and La Jornada Maya. Make sure to subscribe, review, and recommend our podcast so we can continue to bring you a summary of Yucatan's local news in English. Yucatan Today is a Yucatan traveler's companion. Find our travel, culture, and food content at yucatantoday.com. La Jornada Maya is a print and digital newspaper with the most relevant information from the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, and the world. I'm your host, Alicia Navarrete. Thank you for listening.